Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
They're going to be sorry they were ever born.
Who?
All of them.
Yeah, W, yeah, beat 'em up just like it's WWW. Promise you, why would I trouble you? Yeah, look, you cannot see what's in front of you. You cannot see what's in front of you. Yeah, promise that you get to run into if you knew what's about to come to you. It's about to get real dangerous. It's about to get real dangerous. It's about to get real dangerous. It's about to get real dangerous.
Today's episode is powered by Dre's Daiquiri Shop at Cotton Gin, where Texas flavor meets game day energy. Cool off with our legendary Texas-style daiquiris and load up on the best football food in town. From crispy, mouth-watering wings to your favorite game day bites, Dre's is your ultimate pregame, halftime, and victory spot. Don't just watch the game. Taste the win at Dre's Daiquiri Shop at Cotton Gin.
And we are back. Welcome to the One Ass Cheek and Three Toes. I am your host, Nate the Great, and I got here Mr. B.A. and Jay Weezy. Fellas, how you doing?
What up, dude?
What up, Doe? Well, the Lions were on a I should lost my track. It might as well have been on a bye week, right? The Lions. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Well, the Lions got off the train, and unfortunately, they weren't ready for the game. The Lions fall 24-27 to the Vikings. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about in this game and a lot to unpack. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. Give me your initial thoughts of the game. B, go for it first.
The team didn't come prepared. It's like they left everything, and I mean, all three phases of the game were messed up. It didn't look like nobody came back from the bye week. That's what they left their game, way back in the bye week somewhere. And I think that has to do with a lot. And I accepted DC's apology for that, because he is a coach. He's supposed to want to have them ready. And he said, I thought I had them ready, but they weren't ready. So that's on me. That's a good call, because
I got two questions for you, and both of y'all actually, and then I'll let you get into Jay. First off, somebody said that this game kind of reminded them of when we had the bye week for the playoffs and came back against the Commanders and looked flat on all ends. Fair or foul on that?
That's different situation.
I mean, it is a different situation, but they both had a week off, and the teams both looked like a shell of themselves, and both teams came on with momentum. The Lions beating the Vikings and getting that number 1 seed, to where the Lions beat the Bucks on Monday Night Football, all that hype, and then come out flat in the next game. So there is some similarities.
That's just coincidence. They're 3-2 after the bye, so they're 50% basically, and that's just the way it goes. You either ready to come off there or not. The playoffs and a regular season game are two different beasts. And then there was many things going on in the playoffs last year with both of the coordinators
that is true.
Doing everything else, but preparing.
But I'm just talking about the players coming out flat in the game. Both games, the players came out flat. They looked terrible on all facets. That's the only thing I'm saying is a correlation. Another thing too is, do you think that the bye week really does favor us? Because I felt like we had a lot of momentum after the Bucks game. Played with a lot of no-names, played our hearts out, left everything on the field, and then we have a week off after all that momentum, and then you come back and you look like shit. Let's just call it what it is.
It favors us, because bye week is for people to get healthy, come back, prepare a little bit more, and be able to execute your game plan the next game.
But did we get healthier? We got more injuries after the bye week.
It was supposed to be that way. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be for, but I don't know what it is. I heard B just said that Dan Campbell was basically saying it's on me. I didn't have my team prepared. So
how many times has he said that? How many times has he said that?
What
And
were
I'm
you
like,
doing?
dude,
You had 12
why
days
are we not prepared?
What were you doing? I want to know if you were out there partying, if you were really.
How many times has he said it, though? Considering the fact what the records have been for the Lions.
To be fair, but every time it's always the same thing. We weren't ready. We weren't ready. Like,
I want to know.
You got to give me something more than we weren't ready.
And that's exactly what I'm saying, because you can give me an answer of, well, you know, we didn't prepare the way we should have prepared, or we should have executed our game plan, and we need to get better at that. But if you say it's my fault, I didn't have them prepared, that kind of lets me know that you're not doing something that you know you're supposed to be doing. You're admitting that. And so
it could have been just the whole team. The whole team it didn't come off the.
Yeah.
What's up, Fire Kids?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I think he said it best. I think he said it best when he goes like, "We did everything to lose that game," and I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you look at the games that they totally just face planted on, and you look at everything that they did, like last year against Washington, all three facets of the game were messed up. Anytime they lose and they look bad, and that's and for the Lions still had a chance to win that game. So
we did. That's very true.
To me is more this game. The Lions lost the game than Minnesota won it. Minnesota did come prepared. I'm not taking nothing away from Minnesota. They were ready to go.
I agree.
Know what?
Would have matched intensity. This would have been a game that the Lions would have won.
Go ahead, Jay.
You know what this game showed me? This game showed me that our offense might be more of a problem than we really think it is, and we want to admit it, because it's been a trend. It's been a trend that our offense have been sputtering. We aren't
on the losses. Yeah, the losses. We're not able to run the football, and our lines get annihilated.
Not able to convert on third downs when we need to. The penalties are killing us. We all have said that, and especially in the group chat, that our penalties are killing us as well. And how concerning is Johnny Morton? I really, really want to touch on that really quick. I know you two don't have a problem with him.
We'll get into Johnny Morton real quick, but I just want to break down a little bit more of the whole game. I think the important part that B did bring up is that we had a chance to win that game. If Jake Bates doesn't get that field goal blocked, there's no points for the Vikings, you know. And if you want a silver lining, Goff played well, you know. J-Mo played well. Amara played well. Laporta played well. The only one that really played bad was Gibbs
and Montgomery.
The running game was non-existent.
Yeah, there was 65 yards on the ground. You can't. And Gibbs, that's not Lions football. Right?
And Gibbs, you want to know something before anybody killed Gibbs about that block that he missed on that linebacker? It's kind of unfair to have a linebacker that's probably 50 pounds heavier than you are, with at least an 8 to 10 yard head start.
That was a hard ass for Gibbs.
To blast straight into him. That could have gotten Gibbs injured big time right there. Yeah. So I'm not really too mad at it. Yeah, it blew up the play and ultimately caused the sack. But I'm not going to get mad at Jahmyr Gibbs for that, because he would have gotten obliterated right there. He just really would have.
Right. And let me add this other point too. So let's talk about the defense. I thought the defense, when you look at the numbers, J.J. McCarthy had 143 yards passing all game. That's it. And if you look at the first two drives, he literally made all his hay in those two drives. Outside of that run and that third down pass he made at the end of the game, he really was a non-factor. Shep definitely brought the heat after the half and put it on his ass. And then the special teams, man. I think nobody's talking about the special teams right now this year. Our kickoff coverage is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's got to get cleaned up quick, because you look at when the Lions scored, they gave that ball right to the Vikings with the momentum at literally almost half field, and they went all the way down for a touchdown. That's a lot to ask for your defense to have to stop literally on the first drive when you give up.
And also, let's not forget that touchdown that was called back from Minnesota due to that holding call. It was questionable. I'm happy they got that call.
It was ticky tack. I've seen worse. Yeah.
But I mean, the special teams definitely have to get better. Follow your assignment.
Phipps got to get his stuff together on that one, man. That's no excuse, because we've always been top in special teams. Absolutely. And I don't know what's going on with Bates, man. Bates needs to get his stuff together too. The only one that I'm not worried about is Fox. Fox still puts boomers in the air, man. The guy just is money. But let's talk about Johnny Morton. Okay, You're probably the only person that probably has a problem with him. So I just want you to tell me what issues you're seeing with him
on here.
And
well, Johnny Moore, and I really want to bring up something. Remember a couple of weeks ago when the Lions decimated the Bears? They beat the Browns with that good defense, and they beat Cincinnati. We were all like, you know what? See, this Lions offense isn't missing a beat. But against Kansas City, against Tampa Bay last week, and now against the Minnesota Vikings, it's
better defenses. Let's be fair. Better defenses. Go ahead.
Since Cleveland's defense is probably better than all of those defenses we have faced in that time.
But the Bucs are good defense. Kansas City's got a really good defense.
Bucs are a good defense, but they were let's be fair and know that they were missing a lot of people up front. Whether it may have been Kalijah Kancey, they were missing a lot of good pieces on their team as well. But regardless, we were able to put up a bunch of points against a great run-heavy defense and against the Cleveland Browns. But then you go out here and you give up 5 sacks against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, while they're good, they got 5 sacks. How many quarterback hits did they get? How many quarterback pressures did they get? I mean, our offense looked weak.
Got pressured 30 times, I think, for the game. That's what I heard.
And
insane number.
And so let me ask you a question before you go further. So is that Johnny Morton's fault?
I would say
sounds like an offensive lineman's fault.
I would say partially.
I got stats to prove the offensive line is
yes,
the
please
problem.
do, because I'll present you my stats and we can see why. Which is
you go first because you said you were going to go first.
Okay, so with Johnny Morton on third downs, does anybody notice that he's just throwing a bunch of screen passes? You know, on third down, on third and long.
It depends. It depends the down and distance. I mean, if you're talking about third and longs, I'm going to blame the offensive pre-snaps. Because how many times are we getting illegal formation when Laporta and Brown both went in motion? Come on, y'all are better than that shit.
They're better than that. That's
that stuff.
Mental right there. That's mental mistakes right there. You can't do that.
The pre-snaps are killing us, man.
Does anybody know what the Lions are on third down and fourth? Like a third and fourth or more. So
they're 0-20 or 0-20 something.
3 for 23.
Yeah.
Over the past 3 games, they're 3 for 23 on third down and more. They're tied with the Tennessee Titans and Cleveland Browns on third down conversions. That is horrible. That's bad.
Okay.
You know where we were last year? We were in the top 5 when it came down to third down.
That's been a big problem all year.
This year we're at 20. So when we're talking about a big drop off like that, where you're dropping 15, 16 spots, that is a big deal, especially for an offense that we have that's so dynamic, that's so explosive, that, we can say, hey, you know what? We're missing a couple linemen and we've got rookies. But at the end of the day, that's also a portion of Johnny Morton's fault. We can't see him and say all the good that
he's the offensive coordinator. That's fair.
Yeah, we can't say all the good that happens. It's like Johnny Moore and Dan Campbell are doing a great job, but then when we see stats like that, it's it's just penalties.
I mean, they still have a top offense, Jay. We can't ignore that. They still have a top offense.
We do have a top offense, but statistically, right now they're falling behind. Like I said, when it comes down to third down conversions, they're at 20 right now compared to being in the top 5 last year.
Okay,
and
let me let B get his stats in so we can go back and forth. All right, B, give your stats.
Correlation with the offense failing is correlation with how the offensive line is. Okay? Let me put it to you this way. From Pro Football Reference, from 2025, this is the stats that we have so far with 8 games. 26.2% pressure rate against the offense. Last year, it was 21.0. That's directly the offensive line. Thank you. 18 sacks this year, and that's 2.25 sacks per game. Last year we had 33 sacks in total, which was 1.94 sacks a game. Offensive line, 35 quarterback hits we've had so far, which is 4.375 quarterback hits a game this year. Last year we had 57 in total. We're almost getting ready to catch that. And it was 3.35 quarterback hits offensive line, 16 hurries so far, 8 per game, or 2 per game, sorry. Last year we had 36, which is just over 2.11. So that's pretty fair and even. 69 pressures that we have so far this year, which is 8.62 per game. Last year, we had 126 pressures all season for 7.41 per game. Offensive line is making a big difference in this game. I'm telling you.
Can I throw another stat out there that I think I sent y'all yesterday or the day before? All our linemen have given up over 10 pressures for the season. The only one that hasn't is Penei Sewell, and he's right at 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that just tells you right there that no one's holding their water. Not even our greatest asset in Penei Sewell. He's even had a little bit of a ho-hum year. So there's no doubt that the line is a big issue. Now, going back to Jay real quick, I think the reason why Johnny has been put in these positions, not only is the O-line, but let's go back to the down and distance. Remember what I said. The pre-snap penalties are a killer. That's one, okay? Second of all, how many more negative runs have we had this season compared to last year? Those holes are just not there.
Mm-hmm.
And so you do the math. If you get a negative play, which it seemed like when they played the Vikings, they got a negative play every drive, at least a 2 to 3 yards. Okay, that's 3 yards back, so it's 2nd and 13. Okay, and then you get a stupid penalty on top of that. That's another 5-yard penalty. So now you're looking at 2nd and 18. How many offenses are going to be able to execute a 2nd and 18? Not very many.
It's a couple, but that's not us every time, and I understand that.
No, but we're getting but our losses and a lot of the issues with the run game are negative runs.
The Lions have put
and pre-snap
themselves
penalties. I have been saying that all season.
Absolutely, you have. And
one
thing that becomes abundantly clear to me is that this is not the same offense from last year. The offense that I seen last year is now in Chicago. I seen DJ Moore throwing a passing touchdown to Caleb Williams. I seen some of the pre-snap motion that Lions thrived off of last year with Roma Dunze, and I heard he's not happy over there. I don't see why, but that's a different story.
Well, the Lions are still using motion. They're still using motion. They use motion a lot. But you're not seeing those trick plays like you saw with Ben Johnson. Now, let me add to that point that you just said real quick. So let me add this point because I think it's important. The reason why we've had success with Brian Flores is because of Ben Johnson's offense and Jared Goff's, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time that we have had Johnny Morton go against Brian Flores. So it's not fair to put it all on Johnny Morton. You need to see how he comes out in the next game we play and then see how he handles a Brian Flores defense. Ben Johnson, there's a reason why Ben Johnson is a head coach. Ben Johnson can scheme up things differently because he knows how to attack a Brian Flores. I think Johnny Morton is still trying to figure that out. And you could see that not only was the line bad, but it looked like Johnny Morton didn't have the right calls against a Brian Flores defense because there was no protection.
That's the concerning part because this is somebody that's in your division. This is somebody that you're going to have to see again. And this time you're going to be in their environment, a more hostile environment. How are you going to communicate with your team?
Sure.
How are you going to communicate with your offensive line?
Hopefully they'll communicate better the next time.
Hopefully it all
gets the whackers.
That's why it's problematic because Brian Flores, he's like, in my opinion, and I don't want to sound like I'm crapping on him because I think he's a good defensive coordinator, but he's a one-trick pony. He doesn't adjust well in games at all. Hence the reason why Ben Johnson was so able to be able to play chess against him and beat him every single time. Ben Johnson made those adjustments. Doesn't seem like Johnny Morton can do those now.
No, because we were complaining about Ben Johnson, his third quarter adjustments all the time.
For sure. Yeah, Ben
Johnson had his points that he was bad on too.
Think about it last year.
I'm telling you right now, what I said at the beginning of the year, I was very worried about the interior line of this offensive line. I said, wherever this offensive line goes is where the Lions are going to go. So when they lost those 3 games, guess what was the main factor in all 3 games? That freaking offensive line.
Which kind of leads me to another point and I know we're this wasn't like in our show, but like, why not try to get an offensive lineman if we know that this is a big deal? Why not try?
And then that's the other thing. You guys got to understand.
Why not try?
You ain't going to go down and shake nobody out for an offensive lineman. Okay, it's got to be a two-party agreement.
If they're good, they're starters. They're not going to get rid of a starter.
Brent shaking his head because he tried to make a play for an offensive line. It's a two-way street. You got to have something to barter for. If it's not in, if it's too expensive
what
for the
did the
Lions
Chargers
to get
give
an
up to
offensive
get
line,
old boy
he's not
from
going to do
the
that.
Saints?
But Jay, they need a tackle. They lost both their tackles.
He's a guard tackle. He can play guard and tackle. He can play both.
Okay, but
they gave up a seventh round.
You don't think
pick
they
for
need
him.
more help?
I'm sorry. A 6th round pick, 2007, 2027 6th round pick.
You know, like that's just something that is just like you can just bring in for just quick depth until somebody comes back injured from injury or somebody.
Jay, you can't act naive like that because you can't act like Brad hasn't been calling people again.
Do we know that
he
made phone calls?
Well, how do you know he doesn't? The point is, nobody can say nothing about what the Lions need or what they don't need because they're outside the organization. The Lions themselves know what they need.
We were just talking about how we said the interior offensive lineman needed help. That's a clear need that I think everybody could agree upon, right? Interior offensive linemen definitely need help.
They need to play better, yes.
Okay, let me break this down real quick. Look at the 3 losses we've had. The first game was basically kind of a preseason game, okay? You had 2 rookies in there, and you had Graham, who hadn't played a starting position in a while. That was fair that it was going to be a mess. Communication was an issue, no doubt about that, okay? That's the first game. The second game, the Chiefs, I don't think the Lions played that bad against the Chiefs. I think that they just had some moments where they got to Goff and made it hard on the offense. But for the most part, the Lions were able to move the ball down the field. So I don't really call that a big issue. Now, the Vikings, this is probably the worst that I've seen the line play all year, even worse than the Green Bay Packers.
Team.
Exactly, because everybody was giving up pressure all over. Your running backs, your tackles, your interior, it was a mess, okay? And here's the thing. You got those 2 rookies still in the middle, and you lost one now too.
Yeah, and you lost one. That's like a big need because now who do we have to step up?
Well, they got okay, so let's talk about it. They have Coyote Awashika, who's been a starter for the Lions. You can plug him in, and on top of that, Miles Frazier. They can put Skipper, yeah. Or they drafted Miles Frazier, who they got from LSU. He should be back next week or so.
I got a question for the both of y'all.
He's a young guard.
I got a question for the both of y'all, and I want the truth so help the truth, none so help you God. Do you trust Awashika as much as you trusted Mahogany, especially with these couple of games we got coming up, especially with Philadelphia looming? They have one of the best interior defensive linemen in the game, and we still have a banged up interior defensive lineman.
I'm going to answer this question. First, and I'll let you go. Yes, because Mahogany's given up almost 13 to 12 pressures in the season so far. So he has not been very good himself. I need to see what Awashika does before I can even make a judgment. Now, B.
I agree. You can't do no worse than what Simo has been doing. I mean, again, Simo's a second-year rookie. That's what I call him because he only played 2 games last year.
Well, yeah,
and he did exceptionally well in one game, and the other game he was
right.
Now he's
a starter.
Carter coming to town, and you know who he's going to be lined up over. Both of them.
Absolutely.
Graham Glasgow is one of them.
Everybody is, whether Mahogany's in there or another rookie's in there, they are going to attack that interior all season. That is how. Listen, the blueprint to stop the Lions is very simple.
Run up the middle.
Put pressure in the interior, force them to not be able to run the football, and pressure Goff because he can't move. And that shuts down the offense.
Guess what? Goff is like, where is he at? Close to the line? The interior line. You come up there's no, I don't care what quarterback you are. And I'm tired of people backing Goff. We know what Goff is. I'm tired of Lions fans saying, oh, we need to do a quarterback because he's not mobile. But we know what he is. That's why we have an offensive line.
The worst thing you could do to a quarterback is put pressure in the middle because they can't step out of the pocket, period.
It could be Mahomes, quarterback, it could be Josh Allen, it could be Justin Herbert, Tom Brady.
Exactly, yeah.
If you rattle a quarterback and you get up the middle and you get interior pressure, that's going to rattle any quarterback right there. I don't care who you are. And people bashing Goff, you cannot bash Goff. We know he's not freaking Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. He never has been. That's the reason why you want to keep him upright and protect him as much as possible.
So
that would be a good question, Brent, because if he's
he's probably a couple of weeks away. He's probably a couple of weeks away, I think. But hey, that's helping the horizon. They like him for a reason. Anyways, let's talk about solutions. Okay, obviously the trade deadline went. All they did was pick up a guy and put him on the practice squad. Connolly from Boston College. He was a rookie. He's a rookie, another rookie, and he was undrafted, I believe. Right? I think he was undrafted or something like that. Yeah. So he's on the practice squad. More likely, I'll bring him up. That tells me right there that I don't know what the status of Decker and Sewell is. One of those guys might not play. I don't know. So we'll see.
Up,
yeah. What's solutions?
Well, let me tell you something. The solution is they have to play a lot better than they did against the Vikings. First of all, the whole team came out absolutely bad. Yep. I mean, like I said, and they still had a chance to win the game. That tells you, even if they play bad, they're still in games. Mm-hmm. You know, the only game I didn't see they fell apart in basically was the Chiefs game.
Green Bay.
Because, I don't think they fell apart against Green Bay either. I think the Chiefs,
no one really has blown us out.
There's different things that are going on. There's different things that are going on. Now, to press upon a point on Morton, Jay, I think the only thing that I have a problem with is him not utilizing J-Mo. J-Mo needs to be utilized a lot more than he is right now. Absolutely. And that's something he needs to shape up with.
Let me push back on that.
But
you draft
at the same time,
and I have nothing against the kid, but it makes no sense because you're canceling one out while I'm not sure what Nate thinks, but think that J-Mo needs to get a little bit more involved.
Let me say this real quick about J-Mo. If you can't protect Goff, there's no way in hell J-Mo's going to get open or be able to get the ball to J-Mo unless you're using jet sweeps. Now, if you're talking throwing the ball downfield, that's pure line. They're not respecting the run game. That's one. Second of all, he doesn't have the time to get J-Mo on double moves or double outs because he's already got pressure in his face. So he's got to check down. So until the line gets better, you're not going to see more explosives from J-Mo.
First of all, the point of that is when I talk about getting J-Mo involved, get him involved immediately and early. There was times last year, the first play they ran was a jet sweep.
Yeah.
For J-Mo, and he got 15, 20 yards because what you're trying to do is you're trying to redirect the defensive line away from your weakness points. And this is that. And to your point, Jay, I got you on that point with Morton. That's what I'm saying. He needs to do more directional plays so that the defensive line cannot correlate on the middle of the line. Yeah. If they do that, then there will be less pressure. And I think this was happening last year too. This is the reason why their pressure rate was dropped low, because they had to worry about plays going this way and plays going that way. And I think really Dan is the one that needs to tell him that you need to start implementing them into the playbook so that they're not focusing on the middle of the line, because if you're just running up the middle or you got Goff dropping back the pass, then that's it. You got there's no focus. There's nothing off focus. And then just come through the middle.
Can I play devil's advocate for a sec on the jet sweeps and all that? Is it possible that, we talk about with these young linemen, we don't have a veteran crew out there outside of Penei Sewell, outside of Penei Sewell and Decker, and Graham's not really a guy that's going to get out there and block, really. He's not like a Frank. Is it possible that he doesn't trust those guys to block these receivers on jet sweeps? And maybe that's why we haven't seen it?
I surely hope that's not the case.
I think that's a huge case because they're still young guys and they're still learning the game.
If that's the case, they really totally went from their whole identity and trying to do something on the fly and change who they are.
Well, we saw it happening. We had to. This is a growing period, Jay. We knew this was going to happen because when you lose Frank, your anchor, that's a huge loss. When you use Ziegler, who decided to go to Tennessee, that's another loss. When you have two new guys, we all, like B said, we all know that's the biggest thing that's going to keep us from getting to Super Bowl. If we don't get that interior right.
What kills me mostly about Johnny Morton is the horizontal offense. Take that away. You cannot do that on 3rd and long to try to pick up an extra 4 yards and you're still going to punt the ball anyway. Do something, maybe take a shot downfield. You never know what can happen, especially when you have dynamic players. Now, with getting J-Mo involved, what really ticked me off is that I love this kid. Isaac Tesla is like a really fun story and everything, but you're trying to get J-Mo involved. You just got on the podium last week talking about you feel like you failed him and you want to get him more involved.
Hey, he had a touchdown.
He had a good game.
Yeah.
But exactly. But where does that leave Isaac Tesla?
Listen. We're gonna have to wrap this up, but I'm gonna say it like this. Everybody cannot eat on this fucking team. I'm sorry. It cannot happen. You
agree.
have to pick and choose. Maybe Ra's probably going to be the one guy, and Laporta's probably going to be the one guy. They're probably going to get their own because they always get open, and they live in the middle. JMO, hit or miss. Tesla, maybe. But we
probably don't give up 3 third rounds to get that guy. Then just my observation.
Come on, man. I mean, he's fine, man. Come on. Moving on. All right.
Real quick. Anyway, go ahead, just real quick before we get to our pick'ems. All I got to say is that if they feel that they have the offense, people that will go in there and do the job for the offensive line, I trust what they're going to do. I told you with this regime, I'm not going to start distrusting them until they give me a reason to distrust them. A lot of this has to rely on the players, too. Everybody wants to let the players off the hook. Amon Brown dropped a key pass last game. This is not Amon Brown.
He never does that.
He never does that. And he's done this twice in a row in 2 games. You can't do that. Yeah. And, I know we expect so much from him, and I know he gives us so much. So
the bar's so high for him. That's why
he gets that little break. But Gibbs is another guy that's starting to look like he's not trying hard either. And that's getting on my nerves. Dude, go out there and run hard. If Monty's out there running through that damn defense in Minnesota and you're not, that's telling me something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
and I'll say this.
I'm not giving the players no breaks.
If we go out to the Commanders and we look as bad as we did against the Vikings, I'm gonna hit the panic button, okay? Because if you look at the losses they have on defense, we should kill that defense. Yep. Okay. And we'll talk more about that in the preview. But I'm hitting the panic button if that happens. If that doesn't happen and we kick ass like I expect us to do, we'll be fine. All right. Bring on Liz.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Awesome.
All right.
No, I'm joking.
Give us your power rankings. See where the Lions fit.
Oh yeah. Well, you're not gonna like this anyway, so
yeah, probably not. Wow, we fell out of the top 10. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just based on how I do the system. But if I was just a person that was just making up a top 10 ranking, Green Bay sure the fuck wouldn't be in the top 10. Wow. They lost to the Panthers.
The reason why Green Bay is up there is because Green Bay's defense is holding all their opponents under like 20 points. That's
their offense,
but they're barely scoring over 20 points themselves. So, anyways, all right.
Yeah,
let's get into it. Welcome, Liz.
Hi, guys.
Go ahead and give us our picks for the week. Who did good and who did bad? I didn't even count mine, so I'll just let you do it, B.
So at the end of the day, yeah, Nate. Yeah, I can see why you didn't count yours. You were 7-7, buddy. Jay, you a-hole. You were 9-4. And me and Liz were both 8-5. So Jay, you still lead. You're 79-37. Nate, you are 68-49. Me and Liz actually is 69-67, and I am 70-66. Yeah. So Nate, get it together, man.
I'm telling you, man, these games are 50-50, man. Like literally, like they're not like I don't even know. Who knows?
I think Jay's got some kind of voodoo thing going on over there.
Jay goes favorites.
He's got some.
He's not.
No, I don't go favorites. I don't go favorites.
He's got some kind of whammy going on.
All right, if you got an upset, if you got an upset, Jay, I want to hear it. I want to hear the upset because
I just got to hear the spreads, and you know how it goes.
All right, let's get started.
No,
all right,
I don't.
All right, first game on the docket: Raiders versus Broncos. Broncos are 9.5 favorites at home. B.
Broncos.
Cover or points?
I don't even like doing these covering points anymore because half the time I do a cover, they're gonna. It's.
That's fine. You know what?
We'll
put it for our show. We'll put it for our show. Let's just do the.
Yeah, 9 was 10 was I forgot. I forgot what 9-10 was. You were in Pittsburgh though.
All right, so you got Denver winning. Jay.
I got the Broncos winning, but I think the Raiders are covered. This is a trap game right here.
Don't worry about the points. We're not going to do those. We'll do them for our show.
I mean, I don't know how. Well, I guess I don't know how you would call this a trap game. It's a divisional rival, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. No divisional rivals.
Yeah, no divisional rivals. Trap game.
Anything above 3 points, I feel like in a division is kind of a trap. You expecting them? Look at the Lions. Perfect example. We expecting them to blow the Vikings out.
Yeah, that spread's a little interesting for me because Denver really hasn't looked very hot until the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
We're expecting the Broncos to just blow them out. I don't expect that, but I'm taking the Broncos.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to take the Broncos as well.
All right. I'm taking the Broncos too. All right. Falcons versus Colts. This one is in Berlin.
Oh, yeah. One of them stupid games. Oh, you know. This is a very bad game for Indianapolis, to tell you the truth, because they got to go overseas.
Mm-hmm.
They just came off a bad loss to Pittsburgh. I mean, awful loss to Pittsburgh. They look like the Lions.
Pittsburgh might have gave.
They look like the Lions in that game when they played Atlanta.
Yeah. Pittsburgh might have given.
Atlanta was not the better team.
Yeah.
Will you stop, Robbie?
11-12.
Go ahead,
and the Falcons played the Patriots pretty well too. I give it to them. They played them pretty well.
They would have tied the game if the guy can make an extra point.
Yeah, I was hearing that too. Oh, it's not Atlanta's fault. The guy's got to kick a field goal. And they did get another kicker, by the way, Gonzalez. They fired the other guy and got Gonzalez.
Yeah, extra points.
Should never gave. They should have never waited. Give us Young Ho. They should never gave away Young Ho.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna go, and I'm hoping that the Colts can rebound in this game.
Oh my God, just pick the.
And if I had a choice, I would take the points. So.
It's a long ass winded answer. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Time's going.
Oh.
And how much are they favored by the Colts?
6.5.
6.5 favorite.
Give me the Falcons, man. I think the Falcons win it.
You think the Falcons are gonna win?
Mm-hmm.
There's one upset. Now I can pick all these upsets because I called you out on it. All right, Liz.
I'm going to take the Falcons.
Damn. All right. Give me the Colts, man. I think good teams rebound, and I think they'll rebound against the Falcons.
I'm going to change my answer because Nate picked that one.
Hey, you gotta catch. You gotta catch somehow. So there you go. All right. Bills versus Dolphins in Miami.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm going to Bills.
Okay.
Jay? Give me the Bills. The Falcons just traded away a couple. Not Falcons. I'm sorry. The Dolphins just traded away a couple pieces. So give me the Bills.
Liz.
Give me the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills. I'll take the Bills. All right. Browns versus Jets in New York. B.
Browns.
Okay.
Hey, shouldn't this be unanimous right here? Browns.
Yeah. Liz.
Where is it at?
It's in New York.
It's in New York? Okay. Jets.
Whew. I know this one I went back and forth on, but I'm gonna go with the Browns, man. I think Gabriel can win. All right. Giants versus Bears in Chicago. B.
I already know who you're going to go for. You're going to go for the Giants. So I'm going to just put Nate down for the Giants because he always picks against the NFC North teams.
Did I not pick Green Bay against the Packers? I mean, the Panthers.
And that's a game you should have picked.
Oh, shit, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead, Jay.
At the Bears.
Okay.
I would have to say, can I rely on I'll go Bears.
Okay. Jay?
Give me the gummy bears, man.
Liz?
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. You think I trust Jackson Dart on the road with no weapons? Of course it's the Bears. I hate to admit it, but it's the Bears.
Hey, shit. Hey, let me line up at running back. I can do it better than who they got now.
I'm sure.
All right. All right. Patriots versus Bucks in Tampa. B.
Ooh, another good game.
Yeah.
Bucks.
I am going to go. I'm going with the Bucks because of that fact, and they're at Tampa Bay. New England was playing good, but I don't know if they're good enough to beat the Bucks yet. I'm just
Jay.
What's the spread? I need to know the spread because this is going to
2.5. Bucks are favored.
Give me the Pats. I think the Bucks are struggling right now. I think
you're taking the Pats to win.
I'm taking the Pats to win. Give me the Pats.
I don't know if that's really an upset because that could go either way.
Not an upset, but it's just more so of I think the Pats are going to win.
All right, Liz.
I'm gonna take the Patriots.
Okay. Yeah, this will tell me how good the Patriots are if they can win on the road in Tampa in a hostile environment against Baker Mayfield, especially Drake May. He's playing really well. But give me the Bucks at home. I think they rebound after getting
I'm changing that one too. No. Damn.
All right. All right. On that note, Ravens at Vikings. B.
Ravens at Vikings. I got the Ravens.
Jay.
Yeah, give me the Ravens. I think they bounce back. Back.
Give me the Vikings.
Damn. Okay. Are you kidding me? Lamar Jackson versus JJ McCarthy? It's not even a battle. Lamar Jackson all day. Come on.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah, but Lamar Jackson's on a mission to get to.
If you're picking off at every given Sunday, damn, we would be picking all kinds of goofy stuff.
Yeah. And JJ wasn't a world beater in that game. He had some moments.
Robbie is stupid today. He's on his shit.
Lamar Jackson, they're about to go on a big roll.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think they are too. They got a nice schedule too.
All right, Saints versus Sonia's Panthers. B.
Oh, I definitely got. I know I'm gonna have to endure another week of this, but I'm going with the Panthers.
Jay.
Sonia, this for you, homie. I'm taking the Panthers.
Liz.
Panthers.
Yeah, give me the Panthers, man. The Panthers are playing really good ball, and that defense is playing superb.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out for that.
They showed me a lot against Green Bay.
They did. Really did. They did. Cardinals versus Seahawks. Seahawks are at home. Jay. I'm sorry. B.
Seahawks. I got the Sea Chickens.
All right.
Jay. Sea Chickens all day. Cardinals blow.
Liz.
Seahawks.
They did beat Dallas yesterday.
Yeah, they just beat Dallas. It was a pretty good game.
I can beat Dallas by myself, man. Line me up. It's because I picked them to win too. Damn it.
Me too.
That's where all the losses came from.
Yes, we all lost.
This might be a bold take, but I think the Seahawks might win this division conference.
I don't know. I don't know, dude. Stafford out there balling, dude.
Yeah,
that is true. They still have to play again. They still have to play again.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But man, the way Seahawks Darnold.
So everybody wins Seahawks on this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, once again, the Vikings fucked up not taking Darnold, man. Darnold is playing out of his mind. And they just got Shaheed. So get ready. Now they got two weapons to worry about. All right. Rams versus Niners in the San Francisco. B.
Yeah, I'm going Rams in that one.
Yeah.
All right, Jay.
Going with the Rams. No way San Francisco sweep LA. No way. I can't see it.
Liz?
But it's in the West, right?
And Purdy might play. Purdy might play, I think.
I'm going to go 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers too. Upset special.
How you going to go 49ers? You don't even like the 49ers.
Upset.
Oh, Lord.
I'm telling you, man, Stafford struggles on the road at times.
Yep.
Give me the Niners. Give me the Niners.
49ers.
All right.
Steelers
versus Chargers in San Diego. I mean, I'm LA, sorry.
What's the spread on that one?
It's 3.
3?
In favor of Pittsburgh, ain't it?
Chargers are favored to win by 3.
Oh, Chargers 2.5. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going Pittsburgh because Chargers just lost Alt. And anytime when Alt leaves that system right there, they're through.
Yeah, it's not good. Jay?
Give me the give me the Chargers. They just got them offensive linemen. I think they can run the ball well. Maybe not as well.
He ain't all.
I'm done. Give me the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers too. It's at home, and I think that it's going to be a shootout, and I think Herbert wins it.
Cross-country trip. Never ends.
All right.
Opposing team.
Not true.
The game of the fuck yous. Eagles versus Whackers.
Oh.
I hate both fucking teams.
Woo.
B, what'd you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely the Eagles are going to win this one.
Yep.
I agree. Give me the Eagles. They just lost. Hey, Packers. I'm sorry you lost Tucker Kraft, but that was like their version of Amon-Ra.
That's their best weapon. That's their best weapon.
So, you know, it's going to be hard running that ball against that Eagles defense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know they're going to use the tush push in that game because they voted against it.
That's all they should do, the tush push every play.
Exactly.
This one's hard for me. This one's really hard for me. I really don't know.
Of course, because you like the Packers.
Well, yeah, but I also have friends that are Eagle fans.
She's a Packer fan.
Well, because I love them because of my friends, and I love the Eagles because of my friends. Like, these are their...
Oh, Lord, team you should love is the Texans.
Okay, I'm just going to go Packers. Give me the
Eagles, man. Are you kidding me? You lost to the Panthers. You lost to the Browns. Like,
I don't know. I feel like the Packers are going to win by a field goal, so we'll see.
Saquon's going to run all over that defense all day.
Saquon hasn't done nothing.
He will against the Packers.
He hasn't done nothing.
Look at Rico Dowdle.
He hasn't done nothing.
Look at what Rico Dowdle did to him.
He hasn't been running nothing.
The last game he killed. What are you talking about? He killed the last game. But
what about all the other games?
They finally gave him the ball.
I'm booting him from my fantasy.
Well, she did trade. In ours, she traded Stafford for Jordan Love. Go figure that.
Because I like Love. I think Love is going to dominate from now on.
And I'm gonna put her business out here. She's also 0-8 in our league. So
yeah, you traded Stafford for Love.
8-1 for another league and 7-2 for another league. So
have you seen what Stafford's done this year? Just
saying. You see
what Love is going to bounce back. All right.
Yeah, he's going to be bouncing back.
Some advice for you trade, just FYI.
No. Trade.
All right. Jags versus Texans in Houston. B.
I got the Texans in this one.
All right. I don't know if Stroud's going to play. Liz, do you know any update on Stroud?
No, not until Thursday.
If he practices tomorrow,
tomorrow.
You won't know that until
Thursday.
It's a week. He's got to be out a week or with 6 days, I think it is. So you will probably won't find that out until maybe Friday or
Thursday, Friday. Okay.
No, Friday.
My gut tells me he's not going to play because that hit was pretty. No.
That was a brutal injury right there.
No, it was.
I don't think he's going to play.
That guy. That was a cheap hit.
I don't. Yeah, it was.
That was a cheap hit.
I don't think he's gonna play, to be honest. But
okay, Texans. B.
Can Liz go ahead of me? I want Liz to go.
You already know who she's gonna pick.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know
never picks against your team. Come on.
At the end of the day, it's ride or die, Houston.
Go ahead, Jay.
All right. Give me the Jaguars. Duval.
You know what?
Duval.
When I get to Detroit in January, we're gonna have a talking.
Duval.
All right, give me the Texans. Yeah, even with Davis Mills, I think they can find a way to win because that defense is going to put a lot of pressure on Lawrence.
Yeah, Jags.
So. And it's at home. If it was
Vegas could have beat the Jags.
I would take the Jags.
Could have beat the Jags. They made that 2-point convert. Jags they're just.
This is it for the Texans. If they lose this game, they're done.
I feel like
they have to.
I don't even know. Like I can't even comment on that right now.
To even have a punter's chance, they have to win this game. Period.
Like,
all right, and then finally, our Lions go on the road to play the Commies.
Lions.
Lions.
Like the hell you think I'm going to be picking?
Lions 5 million.
Lions.
Better 5 million.
You know what? I said this last game, but damn it, I hope it's right this time. Give me belt to ass, and I hope you put 50 on this team. Because you know what?
Boy.
Not only are we pissed for getting our ass kicked, but we remember last year. Do y'all remember when they were giving their pressers at the end of the game? They heard the screams from the Commanders fans in the other the Commander players in the other locker room. They don't forget. Get ready. 50 on them.
And the fact that they don't lose 2 games in a row.
That's
yes.
It.
Yep.
Belt to ass. All right. Well, those are the picks.
Hey, don't hate. Don't hate, man.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go ahead and say adios to Liz, and we're going to jump into the preview for the Commanders. All right, fellas. I think we saw this game on the schedule. We were excited about this matchup. We wanted to get Jaden Daniels a piece of our mind. He's not playing. Man, we could just go through some of the losses they have. McCaffrey is out for the year with a broken collarbone. Luvu is suspended, which I'm glad he is because the son of a bitch took out Goff in that playoff game. Cheap shot. And he's had 3 hip drop tackles. That's why they're suspending him. Who else is out? Lattimore is out too. I think he's out for the year, possibly with an ACL.
Yep, Lattimore's out for the year. Who else is out for the year? Oh, the only person they got is Bill.
Lattimore.
Terry, Scary, and Debo.
Scary Terry's out. Scary Terry's out too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. This is going to get ugly for them, right?
We hope so. We need a better game plan for the offense. That's for damn sure. At least for the middle, because right now we're still up in the air about. I think they're going to play, but Sewell's a freaking trooper anyway. I don't know about.
I think Sewell will play. I don't know about. I think Decker might not play.
I hear Decker.
Even with that being said, we got Skipper coming in. We got Asawati coming in, and we still got Rat on the other side in Glasgow.
And they got that guy they brought up too.
Down.
Yeah.
I mean,
you call him Asawati.
Awashika.
I call him Asawati.
Yeah. I agree. I think the Lions should be able to handle this game. Everybody talked. There wasn't a talent issue. Obviously, it's just more of a communication. Everybody was not on the same page. Everybody needs to be on the same page and be a little bit more prepared. And if they can acknowledge that, I will acknowledge it as well and say that they will get back focused. They'll get back to their game plan and they'll do the things that they missed last game. So if the Lions can just come out with no injuries, unscathed, and just play a clean football game, I'll be happy, man.
I feel like the Lions can play a B+ game and still beat them bad because if you look at the losses they have on defense, that defense was getting shredded by Sam Darnold all game. I mean, it was pitch and catch, literally. And offensively, without Scary Terry, they don't really have any options. I mean, McCaffrey was supposed to be one of the guys, and he's out for the year. They got Bill, but the Lions are going to key in on Bill. Like, they're going to take Bill out of the game.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, Mariota beat us.
You want to know
beat us.
I think that's playing on the mind of the Washington Commanders right now. They just lost their young quarterback. I was going to say rookie, but their young quarterback. Young guy, leader of the team. That will deflate any team right there, losing your quarterback in such way.
And the way they lost him, too.
And the head coach even came out and said, you know what? I should have took him out of the game. That was me. That was my fault. And he took the blame for that injury. So I think that's going to be weighing on his conscience a lot right there. And I don't think this team is going to be prepared to play. Now, I don't want to underestimate them, but the amount of injuries that they have, God will have to intervene for the Washington Commanders to come in and actually beat the Lions.
Or we got to go there. So, but I'm going to put it to you this way. As much as you want it to be belt to ass, I don't think it's going to be belt to ass. I think the Lions at the most will beat them by a touchdown. I just think that they were shell-shocked about the Minnesota game. None of them came to play in that game. They didn't come to play in that game. They just did. And they have to realize that. And I think, like I said, they don't lose 2 games in a row. And I think Washington's going to have a plan for that offense. They're going to try to come up that middle. They do have good defensive line players now. Don't get that twisted.
Still got Payne.
Yeah, they still got those guys. Yeah, they got Allen too. Yeah, they got those guys.
Allen's on the Vikings.
No.
Right?
No.
Who do they?
Allen. They have a different.
There's
Allen.
another Allen. Oh, I
yeah.
think in. Okay.
But they got a good defensive line, so you want to make sure that they don't use that against the offensive line, because now people say there's a blueprint out on how to beat the Lions, but it's not really a blueprint. That's something.
Just stop the run.
Blueprint every team if your offensive line is not doing their job. Yeah. So the offensive line's got to stand up and start, taking names, kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they got to do. So
the Lions know
they should be fine.
Every Lions fan knows what the blueprint is to kill us. Stop the run game and put all the pressure on Goff. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
Mm-hmm. Even then, sometimes it will still be hard to beat the Lions. But that's like their best chance of beating the Lions.
Something you said, B, that I want to come back to that it didn't settle well with me. You said if the Lions win by a touchdown, I don't want to win by a touchdown. We need to kick some ass. I mean, this team is depleted. Like, I want at least a 2-touchdown, maybe even a 3-touchdown win, because if we only win by a touchdown, what does that say about us? That we just won? I mean,
so you want style points?
Well, I want to look like the Lions team that we are. If we only win by a touchdown, all the naysayers are going to be like, "Oh, what the hell? Y'all barely beat a depleted Commanders team with a backup."
Ain't no naysayers got to say shit, because if you're talking about Green Bay fans, they definitely can't be talking anything right now.
Fuck Green Bay fans. I'm talking about actual Lion fans. Like, Lion fans will say stuff. I guarantee.
Lions fans say stuff out their ass all the time. I don't pay attention to that.
But I mean, would you be satisfied?
I mean, it could be. The reason why I say that is because in the NFL nowadays, in this season in particular, we could say these teams you're going to take belt to ass to all these teams that are greatly superior, but it doesn't happen that way. It's like Atlanta and Carolina. That was a perfect example. Atlanta should have won that game, but Carolina beat the crap and didn't let them score a touchdown. Same thing when Miami went to Atlanta. Atlanta was supposed to win that game, but they got their ass kicked. This league is so funny right now. I'll take a win. A win is a win.
It's fair.
Okay. So
NFL.
If they win that game and they save their strength for Philadelphia, because they got to go on the road again. They got to go from.
That's why I want a blowout, because maybe we can rest some of our guys.
They got to go from Washington to Philadelphia. So if they can get into Philadelphia and be healthy, and have some of their players come back by that time. Kirby should be back by that time. That'll be a big lift for the defense.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. If they can get him and Branch back there, and maybe DJ Reed comes back by that time too. I'm not worried about the defense after that point. Still, the offensive line is something that's got to be focused on. They got to do they got to play. They should play every freaking offensive lineman they have that's on the bus when they go to Washington, so they can see where they're at.
I think
that's a perfect game to do it.
I think exactly. I think this is a get right game for the offense. That's why I say we could put up 50 points, because, we'll run the football efficiently, but we'll also be able to kill the secondary too, because they just lost he's not even that good. They just lost Lattimore, their best cornerback. Mikey Sanders still is going to be the other guy on the other side, and we want to get him because he got us twice in the playoff. But I mean, they're depleted in all aspects. Like, I want the Lions to come out and kick ass, and more so because I remember that game in the playoffs. This is like the Cowboy game. Go ahead.
Yeah, something that bothers me are the injuries on our side of the ball as well, and we're paper thin at 2 positions right now, and that's defensive lineman and offensive lineman. And
I wouldn't say
that's
paper
just kind
thin
of
because we have a lot of depth on the O line, but I mean, we don't know what that depth looks like.
I would beg to differ. I think that's really the softest part of our team, even though that's supposed to be a strength. But in a sense, I would say this: if somebody on the defensive line, knock on wood, were to get just even an injury where they just had to sit this game, or have to come out for a couple of seconds, like perfect example, what they call him, Bilal Muhammad, Al-Qadim Muhammad. That will only leave Aiden Hutchinson as a person as labeled as a defensive end on our depth chart.
No, they got Wheat there too. He's a defensive end.
Say that again.
Wheat is a defensive end.
Wheat. I mean, that's not somebody I'm like really looking forward to.
You're talking so you're talking about starters. You're not just talking about depth because there's two differences.
Well,
when you have a starter,
starters like now, like Aiden Hutchinson and Muhammad are really our two guys that we go to really apply the most pressure outside.
Yeah, I agree. Yes,
defensive backs or linebackers, and if we can't win the one-on-ones with those guys, and somebody were just so happen just have to miss a couple snaps or the rest of the game, that would present a lot of problems because then you would be having to send an extra linebacker, maybe an extra safety or defensive back to get extra pressure, which could leave somebody wide open. Sure. That's what killed us against the Minnesota Vikings as well. Our team was not producing the pressure, which is you had to bring Branch, you had to bring Anzalone, you had to bring Barnes. That's something that will present a problem to any team.
There were 3 plays that I think were huge factors of our depth, in the Vikings game. I'll tell you all 3 of them. First one, the touchdown to Hawkinson. Harper was on that play, nowhere to be found, and wide open Hawkinson. He missed that assignment completely. I don't know where the hell he was. He lost Hawkinson completely. That's one. Arthur Millette, he gave up that huge-ass play to Addison on the deep route. Even though it was good coverage, he gave that big-ass route to Addison, and then he gave up the third down conversion to basically put the game away because McCarthy.
That wasn't Millette. That was Hallett.
Okay, whichever one. Doesn't fucking matter. Hallett or Millette, whatever. It wasn't our starters. Let's put it that way. So 3 plays literally cost us points big time. Like that told me right there, our depth is going to be hit or miss. Like Kirby would not allow that play. I promise you that. Who else are we missing in the cornerbacks? Well, we had our Reed and Arnold and Meek would have been in his spot. Meek probably wouldn't give up that play to
Arnold, by the way.
Naylor. Arnold played well.
Shout out to Arnold, by the way. He got his first career touchdown interception.
Called it.
Sure did.
Yes.
Albeit it wasn't.
Who gives a shit? I called it. It's a pick.
Something. It actually swayed the momentum of the game. Him getting
but we didn't do shit with it. That's the problem with the offense.
Yeah, that's true.
We still didn't do nothing with it. No.
Yeah, that's why I say the whole. And to tell you the truth, the funniest part of this, they're talking about the pressure that we put on. They put on Goff, but we got 5 sacks too. You know that, right? We got 5 sacks against JJ. So we were putting pressure on JJ too. That's why that game was like it was, why it was closer. The defense was playing. They were doing their job.
Defense played their ass off,
ticky-tack plays that they probably
let's talk about. But what the hell was the Jack Campbell? What the hell? What is it? What is he supposed to do? Come on.
By definition, that's roughing the passer, but it's a weak call because if you're tackling the quarterback, how are you supposed to be able to shift your momentum to the side or something?
But he did kind of shift his momentum. That's the thing, is he didn't go pile drive him into the ground. He shifted his momentum to the side and when
exactly. And that's just a whack call. But everybody don't get those calls right there. I've definitely seen worse.
And another one, and this is fair, but I had no idea. A leg whip on a quarterback? How the hell is that? I swear, man, they make the calls up for Detroit all the damn time.
Leg whip is a leg whip, no matter what the position is. So
I've never seen a quarterback get hit with a leg whip by a defensive end in my life. That was a new one to me.
And
I get the call.
I have
threw his hands up,
and they've called that too.
He threw his hands
up. It happens
like
more times than you think it does. It just noticeable.
They get away with it because sure as hell Aiden always gets.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they call it. Sometimes they don't. Depends.
But
Aiden Hutchinson.
But this loss is not.
They're going to look at him
on the defense. I don't blame the defense at all. Shep did his thing. he made adjustments in the second half and put the pressure on JJ. And JJ was terrible the rest of the game, except for that third down pass that he made and that one run he made where Aiden, I love Aiden, man, but you cannot go inside on a running quarterback. You know better than that, bro.
Yeah.
No better than that.
Especially on one that you played against.
Exactly. Thank you. I was so pissed.
It was almost
And
like
we got
he
special guest
run up the middle.
We got special guest. We got Commander Nash on. What's up?
Oh, here he is.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing,
buddy?
Good.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, appreciate it again.
And now we can talk some X's and O's. So talk to us, man. How are you feeling? I know that last game was not a very good feeling. I probably take that last game as like when we beat the Cowboys, but we lost Aiden for the year. How are you feeling right now? What's your pulse feel like?
Man, it's been an up and down season. I mean, I kind of figured, the second year, everybody's got film on Jaden Daniels. I've only expected the injuries, but when Terry signed a big contract, now he can't stay healthy. Our team's it's been a roller coaster. I thought we was going to do something, doing some trades today, but we didn't make no noise. We lost Luke McCaffrey for the year. We lost Lattimore for the year.
That sucks.
And then, of course, Daniels is going to be out, so Mariota's going to start Sunday against y'all. So, it's been a year, a different year from last year for sure. But no excuses.
You still got Bill.
Yeah, Bill. Oh, absolutely. We still got a few bright spots, but there's no excuses. Next man up. Y'all went through it last year, so y'all can relate, especially in the playoffs with the injuries y'all had too. So,
absolutely,
Yep.
Not fun. Not fun.
No, not at all.
How are you feeling about this game?
Well,
tell us how you really feel, man.
I'm not feeling as excited as I was during the playoffs last year. I think this one I truly believe that y'all are getting in a rhythm and a groove, golf is in the offense. So, I mean, I hope we do play a good competitive game, but I'm not expecting a lot with the team with the situation they're in now. So, but I really do hope Detroit. I hope y'all get a momentum going. I really do want to see y'all go to a Super Bowl and get one. Y'all and Buffalo are the two teams I'm like, please go.
What questions y'all have for Commander Nash? Thank you again for coming on.
Oh man,
what questions y'all have?
Yeah, I was looking forward to this game too with everybody playing.
Absolutely.
I had to circle on a calendar, man. We had to circle on a calendar. We didn't forget.
Yeah. A lot of people did when the calendar came out and we seen Detroit and Washington at 4:30. Everybody's like, oh, that's going to be a great game. But it just, our season is just not panning out the way we wanted to. And truthfully, Daniel shouldn't have been playing the game. They should have pulled him out. He shouldn't even been in the game. A lot of people agree with that.
I think Dan Quinn apologized for that too, by the way.
Yes. Yep, he did. And I think our defensive coordinator is going to move to the sideline to get out of the booth, which, I mean, we got Von Miller. I don't know what direction they're going to go. Yeah, he was on the field, but he had like maybe a sack and a half this year. He's not the same Von Miller he was with the Broncos.
He's like 40 years old.
Not nearly that guy.
Yeah, and I mean, LaShawn Lattimore had an interception go to him. They made him a team captain. I was like, really? He's the main reason. Yes, he's hurt too. He's out for the year. He's the main reason for our defensive penalties. He was second in the league for penalties as a cornerback.
Yeah. Hey, he beat Tyrion.
I mean, I don't even know if Terry McLaurin's playing this Sunday. It's back and forth. I don't even know if he's out.
I think he's out.
He's out.
They're going to rest him
He's
for the next
He'll be out for the next 2 games, and that.
So he won't be back till the bye week till we come back from Spain and play the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got a question for you. Tell me a bright spot, something that you can possibly shed light on, something that's positive going into this game Sunday.
Oh man, you put me on the spot on that one.
Good question.
Bill, like you said, running back, that's been a bright spot this year. Lane from Virginia Tech, great punt returner. Luke was doing a great job as kick returner until he got hurt. He was very good, stepping up, making some catches. Oh yeah, Zach Hurst, without a doubt. I mean, I mean, the man's in his mid-30s. He just hit 800 career.
We struggle with tight ends. We struggle with tight ends.
We do too. We can't guard. We're in the same boat. We can't guard tight ends either. But no, Zach Ertz has stepped up. I'm kind of disappointed in Debo. All the hype that everybody brought him in Washington. I don't think he's lived up to the money that we're going to be giving him. But I mean, he had a chance to shine with Terry out. I don't think he's shined enough to prove he's number one receiver material, honestly.
Yeah.
But on the defensive side, I mean, you can't forget that Bobby Wagner. I mean, he had 2 sacks the other game. He's still making tackles.
Bobby Wagner is he's a big guy.
I mean,
you know who he reminds me of?
I think he's I think he's second in the league right now in tackles.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, definitely.
You know who he reminds me of someone who not necessarily just physicality, but when it comes to leadership and the impact he has on the field is James Harrison from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh man, that's a good comparison.
You know,
Harrison,
field general, the guy that's always in the play, no matter how old he is.
You talking about Wagner?
Yeah.
You know,
like London Fletcher too. London Fletcher, and we got him late in his career.
Yes, absolutely. And it was
Wagner's one of those guys that just won't go away.
Age. Like the older he got, the more he's seen the field more, the more the game slowed down for him, the more he can really just read his opponent and make impact plays. That's what I like about Bobby Wagner. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was a great addition, but who's to say he's coming back next year? I mean, I kind of think we talked him into coming back another year. So with the way the team's going at 3-6, and we got to play y'all Sunday, then we got to go to Spain and play Miami. And then we got the Broncos. This is going to be a brutal month.
Commander, let me ask you about Luvu because I like Luvu. I think he's got a lot of skill. His head's not always in the right place. He kind of reminds me of Quay Walker. You know, all the talent in the world, but a bonehead at sometimes. He's had 3 hip drop tackles, and that's why he's getting suspended. He also had that cheap shot on Jared Goff in the playoffs. So I don't have a lot of love for him. What's going on with this dude?
I mean, Luvu, he's just intense. You know, I mean, he brings that intensity. He for our defense, and I do agree with the play in the playoffs. That was, I mean, let's call it. It is what it was.
How the hell they didn't call that a penalty? Behooves me.
But he did get suspended for a game. I mean, some of the tackles he makes is questionable. But I didn't really see too much out of that one. I just think that with the team losing, he was trying to make kind of spark to try to maybe do more than what he should have. And I mean, let's face it, Seattle already had the game won by the first quarter.
He's their Brian Branch.
There you go. I like that. Exactly.
That's fair.
Great player, but he's a very
his head's not always on straight.
Doesn't really take the right route sometimes.
High intensity. It's like always you got something to prove, and you will go to great lengths to try to prove that. And Luvu was very talented. I mean, that was a guy that I looked at him. He gave the Lions hell. He gave any team he plays hell. But
exactly.
Questionable decision that ultimately cost that defense big time. And getting suspended in such way it's just bad. It's all the way bad for him, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just like when Brian Branch came off a suspension himself. He was like, well, I'm sorry for that. I got another chip on my shoulder. It's like, well, dude, just don't say I'm sorry and just go along. I got another chip on my shoulder.
You talk about a man possessed. You talk about a man.
What play did he get suspended off of? Which one was DeBranch?
He punched Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, he punched.
Oh, come on, man! Really?
He didn't punch him. He bitch slapped his ass.
Yeah. Okay. I remember. He probably ran his mouth.
He punched him in the nose too.
Well, he probably deserved it. He was probably trash talking to him.
Everybody.
The Chiefs are good for that. Kelsey does the same thing.
He deserved it.
Yeah, exactly. We don't.
That's Schuster, man.
And just because you don't shake Patrick Mahomes' hand doesn't mean you have to say anything about it, Juju. Like, who gives a crap?
Yeah, we already had our run-in with the Chiefs.
Commander, how did the Commanders attack the Lions? What's your game plan?
I would say we need to get to golf, but that's going to be hard to do. We ain't been getting a pass rush. And you see what Sam Darnold, he lit us up. And golf is a way better quarterback than Sam Darnold is. And plus, y'all, with the receivers y'all got, y'all's defense is, healthier than what they were last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really with the morale of the team right now. I don't think the morale is high in Washington with everything going on. I mean, Daniels is not playing and his ticket prices drop. I mean, like significantly drop because he's not going to be on the field.
Yeah.
And let's face it, Mariota, he won the Heisman Trophy. He ain't no Jaden Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I'll tell you this. Your team scares me for one reason. Y'all got exposed and beat the crap on TV, national TV. Everybody saw that. If your team doesn't come out with some fire, I'm worried about what Dan Quinn's doing there. But
absolutely.
I expect him to have a game plan. Dan Quinn's a hell of a defensive coordinator. Kingsbury is a good offensive coordinator. I expect them to have a plan for Detroit. Like, I do not expect this to be an easy game early on. Now, if the Lions can get to y'all early, take y'all morale away, then that's a different story.
Right, and a lot of people have been saying maybe Dan Quinn should take over the defense. I mean, I'm not opposed to that at this point. You're 3-6.
Next week. You can do it next week.
But I mean, if I'm a Detroit fan, I'm going to attack the secondary. I mean, that's our weakness right now. We're banged up in the secondary. I would attack the secondary and establish the run game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
But to your point, though, I noticed a couple of things just based off of the playoff game last year. You guys did a very good job of attacking the middle, and we had good players in the middle.
Yep.
At that time, good offensive linemen in the middle. This time, we don't have as good an offensive line. In fact, we're going to be limping in there with some,
you stole my
plumbers and some plumbers and electricians as offensive linemen right now.
A bunch of Jags, just guys.
Yeah.
But I do believe that this game is more meaningful to Detroit at this point in the season than us. With y'all's division as competitive as it is, everybody in the NFC East, other than Philadelphia, has got a losing record. So I think Detroit's will come out with more.
Something that worries. Something that worries me about this game is that last year, even with what we had going on, and you guys coming into Ford Field, the divisional round, I felt like not the Lions, but the Commanders had something to prove. Dan Quinn wanted to play spoiler, and how much is he going to want to do that against the same team, riding hot, that's fighting for the number one seed, and they're coming into your house. What you guys, they're going to throw the kitchen sink at the Detroit Lions. And I think that's probably my only concern, that even with a lot of your stars sitting out, you're going to have players playing through the whistle, playing a little bit harder, playing for that spot on the team that they could possibly have next year. Even if somebody come back, they can say, you know what, we'll up your minutes because you showed a lot while these players were down. You showed resilience. And I think that's going to bother the Lions a little bit. I think the Commanders are going to be able to slug back and forth. Now, ultimately, the Lions probably win, but I just want to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I was just going to say, didn't you say they were going to win by double digits?
No, I want them to. I said they better. I want them to. I think be able to slug back and forth with them.
Yeah, and I think Jay brings up a great point too, because the fact is that pretty much we can agree that the season's probably over for the Commanders, unfortunately. Losing your franchise quarterback, Mariota's decent, but he's not going to get you into the playoffs. And the way that division's shaken out, I mean, the Eagles pretty much and everybody else is kind of, there.
Well, you look at the rest of the schedule for the Commanders. We still got to play Philadelphia twice. We still got to play Dallas. We got to play Denver. We got to play Minnesota. It's brutal. So I agree with that. It could be possibly start thinking about next year already.
Yeah. And what, to Jay's point, what he was saying is I think a lot of players are going to be playing for next year, playing for bigger roles, playing for other teams. Who knows? So you're going to see more of a possessed roster that's going to play hard and violent at times because they know their season's over. They saw their quarterback go down last week. They got their butts handed to them too. So there's a lot of fire and desire that's going to come into the commies' way Sunday. It's up to the Lions to deflate it and take their soul away early, as I always say.
Well, like you said, if Detroit comes out swinging and do like Seattle did and get the points going, because right now, I mean, Washington on primetime this year, everybody had the hype from last year. We lost on Thursday night. We lost on Monday night. We lost on Sunday night. This is a 4:30 game. I really thought that this game was going to be a primetime game I mean, personally with last year, but
the problem is we got the Eagles next week. That's Sunday night. So that's why.
Oh yeah, I mean you got to have So how do y'all feel about your Lions this year so far with the division and everything?
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough, exactly.
We have the hardest division in the whole NFL. Like every team is over 500. We lost to the worst team in the division, and I would argue that if you put them in another division, they're probably 2 or 3. They're not the last team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all see a playoff run this year for the Lions?
I sure as hell hope so.
Yeah. I see a playoff spot. Now a playoff run, it depends because we still got 8 more games left to play, 7 more games left to play. Yeah. And a lot of things can happen at that time. Oh, yeah. And like I said, we are in a fight for a number 1 division spot, but what happens in the next 2 to 3 weeks could determine that. Who gets that spot, who runs away with the division and whatnot. And to Nate's point, the division race is tight now. The whole conference is tight right now. You still got the Rams you need to worry about. You still got the Eagles, whether we like it or not.
The Eagles,
the Bears,
Bucks. Yeah, the Eagles.
The Bears in Minnesota away. We got Green Bay at home. We still got to play Pittsburgh. We still got to play Dallas. We got Giants.
Honestly, Commander. Honestly, Rams. Commander, nothing else matters if we don't win the division. That's the way I look at it. We have to secure
the expectations are high for Detroit. It has been for the last few years. Yeah. So, but I do know one thing. I mean, when I went to the draft in Detroit fans are awesome, very humble, Southern hospitality. Every time we play Detroit and Washington, Detroit fans show up, and I know they're going to show up Sunday, and they might actually outnumber us fan-wise for Sunday.
We also know your tickets, yeah.
The ticket prices are low because we're cheap.
They have.
Don't kill me for this geography lesson, but he said Southern hospitality, man. That is the South. Oh man, don't kill me for that, but DC is a really lovely area. I love it though.
Yeah, I mean, and those fans you met are the real fans, not these internet whores.
Yeah.
Are you exactly
here for injuries and talk all that shit? No.
Yeah.
On that note, Commander, are you excited about moving back to the RFK Stadium? And I guess they're going to tear it down and rebuild a new one, or what's the situation on that?
Well, RFK is almost completely torn down. I mean, the stadium was built in '61. A lot of our success was in Washington, and everybody knows when Washington moved to FedEx in 1997. We only won 1 playoff game at that stadium since 1997. That happened to be against Detroit in 1999. We have no luck at FedEx Field, and the curse of FedEx Field, how many players have gotten hurt. I'm looking forward to going back to D.C., but there are some negatives that they said if the team goes back to D.C., due to the limited room, there might not be room for tailgating like there is at Northwest Stadium, so a lot of people are not happy about that because, D.C. is so congested, and getting in and out of that stadium is going to be a nightmare. A lot of people, you go out there and you break the law, you're surrounded by federal property. It's a whole different ballgame in that area than it is going somewhere else.
Exactly.
But in DC, man, I spent all day there trying to get to Norfolk, Virginia.
Man.
Hey, I'm like, dude, I just want to get out of the city. That's it.
Well, the new stadium is supposed to be a dome. It's going to be $3.something billion. They wanted the taxpayers to pay $2.something billion,
but I guess politicians there make them pay for it.
A lot of people argue why you gonna have why the people pay for it when your team owners are billionaires. So they flipped it. So now I think they're only going to pay like $1 billion, and they're going to pay more. But they want more than just a stadium in that area.
Yeah. Hey, go knock on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Ask them for
exactly.
Well, he said he told the team
stadium.
He said the team couldn't come back unless they change the name back to the Redskins. So we don't know what's going on.
Make him pay his ass.
He's gonna stop a private thing from building somewhere.
He's got all these fantasies in his head.
I would like you guys to change back to the Redskins, though.
Oh yeah, I would, believe it or not, when they changed to the football team in 2020, I was shocked because this has been going on for years. But when the Redskins were winning, it wasn't an issue. But now when we were tanking, Snyder, because the sponsors are going to pull out, so that's what made them change the name. That quick. And I wish they.
You know what that was about anyway. It wasn't even Native Americans. Redskins is the tribe around in the Potomac area, the Potomac tribe at the last time. They weren't the ones complaining. It was your woke white folks that were complaining.
That's
like, oh, yeah, you can't do that. Shut up.
I hear, not to be political. I hear both sides of the coin. From some say it's racist. Some say it's totally fine. Who knows? It's football.
No, don't change it to the commies. You can't have the Washington commies in the Washington. I'm sorry.
I like the commies. I like it.
I call them the Commodore. I was calling them the Comanches at one time. That would be cute, but yeah. But the Redskins, keep it the Redskins.
I have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask the question: what is the identity of the Commanders? Like, what are you guys' identity? What are you based off of? What's like one thing that you know is good or reliable, of something that you could always lean on to like
your bread and butter? Yeah.
Man, that's I would have said Daniels, but I mean, truthfully,
relying on Daniels.
We relied on Terry McLaurin a lot. I mean,
True.
He was there in 2019. He was drafted when we were the Redskins. I mean, he's been there during the football team. He's had 1,000-yard season every season. For some reason, once he signed that big contract, but he held out through training camp, and I think that had a big reason why he can't stay healthy now.
Why didn't y'all pay him? Like, he did everything for y'all. I mean, he's been a model citizen for the team. Why did it take so long to pay him?
I mean, you look at his stats. His stats are average. I mean, truthfully, I don't think he's worth $35 million a year. I mean, you just had your best season last year, which was 13 touchdowns. You look at Justin Jefferson or some of these elite receivers, and he averaged barely over 1,000 yards.
And he's what, 29, 30 years old?
Yeah, he's never reached a 1,500-yard season.
Yeah, I would never.
You kind of handcuff the franchise, too, because you want a receiver like Terry McLaurin for your young quarterback in Jaden Daniels.
Right.
Like, you want that chemistry.
He's been the safety blanket for Jaden Daniels.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah, 100%. So,
well, what's your prediction?
Go ahead.
Because we only got like less than 4 minutes here. What's your prediction? What's your score prediction there, Commander Nash?
Well, of course, I'm going for my team, but I'm a football fan, and I really think it could be a 34-17 game. Y'all know where I'm going with the 34. We're banged up. I'm giving y'all 34.
But yeah, I mean, I figured that much.
I don't think we don't put up over 20 with the way we're hurting right now. I just don't see the energy from the team right now.
You don't think the Commanders try to cover the spread at all? What are we, like a 10-point favorite?
But you don't know which Mariota you're going to get either.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Mariota has his days. He does have his moments, that's for sure. We are a 9.5-point favorite. I don't think.
Wow.
I personally don't think we're going to cover that. I think we're going to win the game. I just don't think we're going to.
Yeah, same. I would like that.
I think we will, but I said that last week, so who knows?
Yeah, messing us all up. But yeah, it's it was good to have you on here, Commander Nash, as always. Again, sorry about the time frame which we asked.
It's okay.
Kind of short. Thank you for showing up and you're
welcome. Oh man, appreciate it. Anytime. I definitely want to do one thing. I want to give a shout out to our 2025 NFL Fan of the Year, the Riley captain Stephen Boyd. He's an Army veteran. He has not missed a home or road game since 2014. Wow. This is long overdue, and I look forward to see what he does. He's a great fan, man. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you for what you do too.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
For 11 years, he hasn't missed a game.
Since 2014, he's never missed a road game, home game, overseas.
That's a true fan right there.
That's why he deserved this honor so much. I'm so happy that he got it. I nominated 10 Washington fans, and he's one of them that I nominated.
What's his name again?
The Riley captain, Stephen Boyd.
Stephen Boyd.
Oh, Stephen Boyd.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lion. Yeah.
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 Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Hey, He do you know if he knows Pags? He's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh man, I met him in Kansas City Drive. That dude is crazy. That dude's wild, man.
Fanatic. We want to try to get him on the show next week, so we're trying to work it.
Oh, absolutely, man. He is awesome too.
Yeah, he is.
Awesome.
He's big time though. He's getting to be big time though. But
oh yeah,
he's cool. Yeah.
So if you could put in some nice words for us, man, that'd be great. We'd love.
I think he's in the. I think he's in the ESF group with myself. I have to check. I think he is one of the administrative members.
No, we'd love to have him. We'd love to chop it up with him next week.
I talked to him a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Okay.
So
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Well, good luck this week. Hopefully we don't kill you too bad. You know, and hopefully Jaden Daniels gets back and healthy because he's a stud, man. It hurts to see that guy get hurt so much, man. It kind of gave me some RG3 vibes.
Exactly, and honestly, if the season's out of reach, I wouldn't even rush him back. Let him heal up the right way.
Yeah, exactly. He's a future for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, Commander. Take care. Stay safe out there.
Absolutely, man.
Shout out to your friend again.
Yeah. Good luck to y'all for the rest of the season, though.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank
you
you
as
sir.
well.
Yep. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Bud.
All right. Bye-bye.
Miss Liz. Is she coming on or?
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's up, guys?
All right.
You guys good? You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
No problems.
Sing your
Nice
swan
hat.
song.
No problem.
Sing your swan song.
Oh man, like this hit hard. This is like a deep breath kind of hurt. Them Broncos, man, I knew they're a good team, like no doubt they're a good team. But the Broncos 18, Texans 15. That one was an ugly win because a lot of people always talk trash about like, oh, y'all, Houston, you don't play anybody, but we played somebody hard. I mean, yeah, that loss still hurt, but it's not like they like did big win. Like they lost by a field goal. We lost by a field goal. They won by a field goal. So even though like Denver keeps talking about it a lot, like I see it on Reddit about these Broncos just going crazy that they beat the Texans. Like, okay, that's great, whatever, but it was real. It wasn't just ugly. It was frustrating as hell. From the jump, we lost CJ, our leader. Stroud went down with a concussion after that nasty hit. I mean, to me it was intentional, but I don't know. It was a nasty hit at the end of it. Yeah, it was real dirty. And at the end of it, the side, Toro looked heated. He was pacing at the stadium back and forth. He looked like he was ready to suit up himself and be like, I got this, Stroud. And trust me, I was right there with Toro. I was mad. I was disappointed. Instantly praying for.
Robbie is a damn nut. I don't know.
Settle down. You've been crazy all night.
Goodness gracious.
I don't even want to ask what you're smoking. Like, chill, bro. Oh man.
Moving on.
Anything with Robbie.
I was mad. I was disappointed, and I'm praying for CJ that he gets better, he gets healthy. So let me talk about the facts. The facts is the defense team. They showed up as they do. Houston defense is elite, straight up. It's among the very best in the league right now. They are ranked number 1 in total yards allowed per game so far this season. They gave Houston every chance to still seal this game. But the offense, it just sucked. 6 straight punts, 0 for 3 in the red zone, 3 for 17 on third downs. You can't win like that. Not against a hot team on a 6-game streak now, 7. And I gotta give a shout out to Mr. Fairbairn. He That dude tied a career high with 5 field goals. He kept us alive. He keeps us alive every freaking game, to be honest. Like, that dude deserves a raise. And we couldn't finish. We needed touchdown, not threes. And I gotta give it credit, and I don't want to give credit, but Bo Nix and then Broncos, they found a way. He didn't do much for 3 quarters, but when it mattered, that 25-yard scramble flipped the script. Denver's been living off those ugly wins.
That's what that's what he's been doing. He's been coming in the fourth quarter
just find a way to win,
and just finding a way to win.
I know his coach was like, Peyton said, "Yeah, I wish they could do that a whole game instead of just the fourth quarter."
No, I wish we could do something all 4 quarters, but
well, to be fair,
well, you were down with CJ. You were down CJ.
Yeah,
Stroud,
and also both defenses were coming in very. We figured it was going to be a slobber
coming in.
Both of them are coming in hot. Yeah.
Man, it was hot. Like, it was just crazy. And still, this loss doesn't define us, though. Like, Ryan said it best when he did an interview for Houston Chronicle that we didn't finish. Obviously, we didn't finish with the win. That's the key word right there, finish. We've had good starts, but the consistency isn't there yet. And to me, to be honest, I'm ride or die Texans, and the consistency is going to kill us. Like, I know we're not going to make the playoffs, and that's okay. I was talking to my friends today, like, in Houston, and I was just like, man, I sound like a Dallas fan, to where next year is our year. But I have hope in the Texans. So what's up, Jay?
My bad.
Up, Jay?
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
What up, though?
I was going to say that you guys are 3-5 right now. If you lose, obviously you'd be 3-6. That would obviously raise a lot of alarms, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of alarms. It's
really only one team's going to come out of that division. That's going to be the
Come
Colts.
on, it is.
Well, no, I mean Jaguars are 5-3.
Yeah, but look how many in the West, Jay. You got the Chargers, you got the Broncos, you got the Chiefs, all vying for that playoff spot in that division.
That's true. And if you lose, especially to a divisional opponent, I mean, that really automatically just kind of knocks you guys out right there.
It does. It knocks us off this platform we've been chasing. Like, we've been AFC South champs, 5 years. So it's just like, oh man, it hurts, Jay. Like, I'm being honest, it hurts. Like, it's okay, it's all right, but like,
Robbie giving me
what
crap.
it is.
I was going to ask you, give me one thing that you're really looking for from your offense. Let's just say, for example, if CJ Stroud cannot go because he's in concussion protocol, what are you looking for? What do you want out of that offense?
For them to step up. For them to really step up. Like, they've been slacking ever since game 1, ever since week 1. Like, the consistency ain't there. The O-line ain't there. Like, what are we doing? Like, do y'all know that y'all signed a contract to play football?
Y'all played good the last game you had with CJ Stroud was playing well. That's the key to the game. If you can't have CJ Stroud in there, though, you got to start running.
They hurt him, though. Like, to me, if a quarterback gets hurt, that means my O-line sucks.
That wasn't.
I know that later. Sorry.
I mean, I know
he slid and got hit. But she did that.
But he shouldn't be sliding. He should be throwing the ball.
Yeah, let me.
We got team players. We got key players.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Let me ask that question, because I don't think it's a good idea for quarterbacks to go feet first when they're going down, because that's a 50-50 play for a defender. Like we talked about the Jack Campbell kind of thing. I think if you got to go head first, you give yourself up completely. But there is a lot of gray area with that play. Now, from the eye test, it looks cheap, no doubt about it. But a defender will tell you he's still trying to get down in distance, and I hit him. It's no different than hitting a guy before he goes out of bounds. Those look like cheap shots too. So I don't like that call. I think if you're a quarterback, you never want to go feet first. because then you're giving yourself up to get a really bad hit, and you know where they're going to hit you. That's all I'm saying about that.
Get out of bounds. I don't care how tough you are, how big you are, whatever you do. Go out of bounds. If you want to give yourself up, go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Something. If you want the time to stop, go out of bounds, man. That's very important, and every quarterback should be taught that. I don't care if you are 6'4", 250 pounds, whatever the case may be. Get out of bounds. There's no way quarterbacks should ever have to put their body in danger, especially over a game like that.
No.
Do you know why quarterbacks run right now? Do you know why quarterbacks take off and run right now?
Why?
Because the defense is playing man to man.
Yeah.
No, because they know they'll get a penalty if they get hit. Like back when I was back in my day watching football, let a quarterback running out of that damn pocket. That's exactly the reason why you didn't have those kind of issues in the 90s and the early 2000s about quarterbacks running because they knew better because they were a runner once they started running the ball and you were able to tag his ass. See, you can't do that now without somebody throwing a flag. Sissy. That discourages some people from running. Now they can just run.
Like a couple years ago, Kenny Pickett did that fake slide. Like, I hate that. I hate it with a passion. Just get the fuck out of
Josh Allen does that a lot.
But also too, just to kind of add to the point, like another reason why quarterbacks run is because they're running more man-to-man defense. So there's no one to take onus on the quarterback. So the quarterback sees more of an open space. We've seen Goff do that multiple times where if they're going man-to-man, everybody's guarding their dude. Well, you got all that wide open space, bro. You might as well run the hell down the field. So I think
do it.
I mean, that's part of it, but no. I still disagree with that because, like I said, back at John Elway running out that pocket, he was getting tagged. Let me tell you, that's why he wasn't running out that pocket
on the
like
quarterback.
that.
There's no doubt. There's more protections on it. I agree with you there. Yeah.
You play football, B. I don't know if you play offense or defense, but I've had people tell me if the quarterback run out of pocket, you give them something to remember.
That's right.
Exactly.
Give their ass something to remember. You don't take it easy.
I was a defensive player. They say, you see that quarterback nail his ass. That's what they used to tell me.
Yeah.
That was back when I was in high school.
You're taught that.
Way back in the day.
I won't speak for anybody else, but I was taught that. You tag that quarterback. So
to quote the great Danny Bateman when he goes like, when I see red, I just want to run like a bull. When he's trying to hit the quarterback, like he sees it like he sees blood. There you go.
That's practice though.
Yeah. Jay, to go back on your question, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Now you're good. I mean, this is football talk, right? In my honest opinion, the O-line is a work in progress. The pieces are being moved and better culture is being built, which is positive sign, right? But the baseline is low. Last year's performance was bad enough. That's improvement.
Yeah.
We'll need to be meaningful for the unit to be strength rather than a liability. For the Texans, they really capitalize on CJ and other weapons, but the line must improve in both pass protection and running blocking. Protection especially seems key given the high sack numbers. Like if I were to make a prediction, I expect some improvement going a little bit forward. We still have a lot of football left, but I wouldn't count on the O-line being elite yet. Too many unknowns remain. New starter scheme, like if I'm being honest, for my team, for my Houston, the O-line will likely still be a weak link in the team in this upcoming games. Unless there's a major surprise turnaround, but we have to, that O-line, man,
I feel bad.
Consistency again.
Yeah.
What, Jay?
I said I feel bad for CJ.
No, I do. I think
honestly, we got a big low very early. I think they put a lot. I'm expecting him to carry the franchise to give him that.
Yes, but we can't. That's the thing. They're just counting on him. You got he's not the only one getting paid. Everybody else is getting paid. So play football.
Well, the lack of a running game is the biggest issue.
No, I get you.
You got to run the football.
I get you. No, I get you. So now we move forward. I move forward. Next Sunday, We're right back at home. We're right back in NRG. We're taking on Jacksonville. They're coming to town. Division game. Redemption game. And trust me, Houston remembers what happened last time. We're not done. We're not even close. November 9th is going to be a payback game. The Jags just squeaked by Vegas 30-29 in overtime. And that game showed exactly how to beat them. For me, it did. And I'm praying that it helps with the Texans too when they're looking at, previous games. But step one is pressure on Trevor Lawrence for sure. He forced throws all game, even tossed a red zone pick. Get after him early. Make him move left. He's shaky under pressure. Step two, protect the quarterback. If Stroud's back, great. But Mills, he needs to mount up. They've got to attack that weak Jag secondary that let Geno drop 284 yards. Did y'all watch that game? Jackson, yeah, that was a good game. Geno came in hot. He dropped 284 yards and 4 touchdowns. Sheesh. That boy was serving up.
The whole thing was based on Brock Bowers coming back, though. That's the whole thing. He came back and lit it up.
No, he did. That was a good game, though.
That's the reason why I don't trust Jacksonville. I mean, Las Vegas is taking you to the hill.
No,
that's not even a good defense.
No,
Houston's got the best defense in the NFL.
You know something?
We do.
He does not do good against good defenses.
Pertaining to that, against the Houston Texans. I'm sorry, Liz. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I think Jacksonville is about to take y'all to the woodshed. Seriously. Especially they just got Jacoby Myers in the trade, and that's another weapon for Trevor Lawrence. And on top of that, I feel like with Travis Hunter being injured right now, I think that's just going to be a target for Jacoby Myers. And a little bit, I think that offense is going to be humming. Seriously, this is going to be honest.
Yeah, I think
that defense.
Yeah, if the Texans defense can play hard and play good, they'll keep them in the game. But it's going to come down to Davis Mills making plays. Let's just call it.
Yes,
if Davis Mills can't make plays, it's going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long afternoon in NRG if he doesn't come up. And that's the thing I was talking about this earlier was like, I don't have faith in Mills, if I'm being completely honest about Houston. I don't.
Well, nobody has faith in their backup.
No, but we don't
have faith in our backup.
We should have faith in them.
Absolutely.
We should have faith because let me tell you why. They can't just be sitting on the sideline eating Oreos and drinking milk waiting for an opportunity. No, they should be on fire just like the quarterback is doing.
I'm gonna shut you down for a sec because if they were that good, they would be a starting quarterback somewhere else.
I know.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Think about Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, but I mean,
those are
allow him for 18 games. I mean, maybe
all 32 teams don't have a good backup.
No, of course. Chad Henne, think about him. I mean, he came in, he won a game after passing.
Atlanta's got Cousins. That's an anomaly.
You know,
they trusted Teddy Bridgewater so much that they gave the ball to J-Mo on that play.
Tyler Huntley, Jacoby Brissett. Those are backups that can at least.
Well, Jacoby Brissett probably is going to be a starter for the Cardinals. Huntley,
he ain't gonna be no starter for the Cardinals.
Mac Jones
probably Murray too much money.
Mac Jones.
They're gonna trade. Murray. They're gonna trade Murray.
Mills has some strengths though. Yeah. He has shown he can move the offense through phases. And he
can't put the ball in harm's way. He just can't put the ball in harm's way.
He has a decent arm. He has the ability to make longer field throws. Some fans even acknowledge that. Like he's shown the arm talent to take some deep shots. But my overall take is that Mills is. I'm sorry, Nate. I don't even mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
If Stroud is unavailable, Mills just needs to keep the offense functioning. Make reads, manage the game, avoid catastrophe. Like
run the ball. God.
You got
Run
Nick
the dang
Chubb,
ball.
Nick Chubb, and
mean,
Marks, Woody Marks.
I mean,
Run that ball.
golly.
Don't be afraid.
They got
Dang ball.
Chubb has got to do a better job running the ball.
No, he sure does. He sure does. Like that.
And Mills didn't do bad. He was 17 for 30 for 137 yards. I mean,
he did, but he didn't win. So know.
But the defense gave up that game. That they allowed Bo Nix to get on that run. You know,
they did. Did you see how
they gave up Baker Mayfield?
This is a divisional game.
That game. Oh my gosh, the defense! Like, come on! Like, it has to count every second, my guys. Let's go.
Be a fantasy team, Robbie.
But Robbie,
and that might just be their Achilles heel. Like, for a while we had a trouble stopping running quarterbacks, and I gave you two examples right there.
The problems stopping running quarterbacks. Mills is a good quarterback. He's fine. Your running game's got to get that running game's got to be way better than it was. Yeah. And I understand it was against
Mills. It's gonna have to
give him a cleaner pocket, fewer missed blocks, better run support. Like, let's go. Like,
Jacksonville's defense is not Broncos' defense, so you should be able to run the ball.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, so to Stroud, I'm praying for you, and I love you. We're praying like big time. To Toro, keep that fire burning. And to the city of Houston, remember we ride together because this is more than football. This is H-Town pride. Houston's defense is built for this. They need to stay hungry, physically ready to redeem from week 9's heartbreak. Toro's mad. I'm mad. The city's mad. But
we feel you.
That's what I say all the time. Wipe your tears, Liz. Mount up for another fight because tomorrow is another day. So it is what it is.
Every time I hear you say mount up, I think of Warren G and Nate.
Mount up.
Mount up.
Mount up.
I would say the same thing. Yeah, mount up.
I say that all the time. Mount up. Like, wipe your tears, Liz. Mount up. That's what I have to tell myself sometimes when I'm mad.
There's no crying in football.
There's no crying in football.
In anything. Like, don't cry for no one.
You win.
Don't cry. Especially don't cry in that milk with the Oreos. Don't do that.
I love
milk. I cried a couple times in football. Let me tell you.
I do too.
Yeah. I mean, I do too. I did Sunday. I was balling.
Give us your prediction for you.
Oh, bold intake, right? Bold intake. All right. So Fairborn. Am I saying his name right?
Fair Bear.
Listen up.
Like Care Bear, but fair.
Care Bear, but Fair Bear. Listen up, dude. Just win the game. Like, you know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's
will come down to a field goal.
Win the game. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna come down to a field goal. That's my bold intake. It's gonna come down to a field goal, but I'm praying for 2 touchdowns, and I'm praying for Petrie to do interceptions. So that's my bold intake. That's
Did anybody get injured besides CJ Stroud in the defense?
No, I think they.
No,
I don't think they had any
injuries. Came out clean.
No, don't put that juju on me, B.
No. I'm just saying it's good because they're gonna cut. I mean, if you have all your defense and that means because Petrie played his first game after being out for a while, so he's got incorporated back into the game, and I think that's going to be a lot useful when they play. Jacksonville.
He is. He. I pray that they're just studying Jacksonville on the takes and then just let this go. Like I'm really like my prediction is he's gonna get 2 interceptions from Jags because the way Lawrence throws the ball, he gets irritated really fast. He doesn't think, he just speaks or throws, and then it's just, that's where the defense needs to watch, but also stay on them. But also watch where that ball is thrown. And if there's an opportunity, take it. Take that opportunity, Houston.
Also, containing him, too, because he can run the ball. He can run the ball.
Oh, for sure. For sure he can run the ball. All right. So this is All in the Texans with me, Liz, your girl. And we're coming back swinging. Tune in next Tuesday if I'm riding on cloud 9 or driving reckless on loop of 610.
Oh my God.
I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys are the real MVPs. I love y'all.
She said
So
driving the
this
Moose
is
on the
it.
610.
I
Oh,
mean,
hell no.
610, Houston, come on, B.
Oh.
610,
Come
what
on,
up?
dope producer.
I
I
gotta go
complain
to
about 610 all the time. Come to Houston.
Yeah.
I'm going to Detroit in January.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going to Houston.
And
I'm
do I
going to
want to
Texas pretty
drive?
soon.
Do I want to drive in Detroit? I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to ask y'all for
Better
some
than Houston, that's for
directions.
sure. Shoot, man.
Driving in Detroit.
Yes, Houston's
Yeah,
Let's
horrible,
see.
man.
we actually kind
The
of know how to drive here.
313. Oh, you know how to drive? I drive reckless.
We're the automobile capital world. So
Yeah, if
hell,
you're not going 100,
Oh.
if you're not going 100
they
miles
drag
per hour in
race on the
Houston-
lodge.
Yeah, if you're not going 100 miles per hour in Houston, you're not going traffic.
Jeez.
They drag race on the lodge. So I mean, you know, only in a D.
All right.
Only in a D.
Well,
All right.
guys, thanks for having me again on yours.
Appreciate you,
Absolutely.
Liz. Always.
I appreciate y'all guys a lot.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you, Liz. Hopefully your team gets a win. I feel pretty
Let's go,
confident our boys.
Houston.
I feel confident our boys are going to get a win.
Yeah.
Want to thank Commander Nash for coming on the show. Thank you for coming in and chatting with us on his team. Took a lot of guts because I know his team it's hurting right now. I mean, losing your franchise quarterback and losing all those injuries.
Prayers to Daniels.
Yeah, a lot of them are just out for the season. That's what's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to thank you for all the people that have liked and subscribed to the show. Thank you for all the people that have commented during the show. Always appreciate that. As always, like and subscribe to the YouTube page, yes. One Ass Cheek and Three Toes, or use the QR code up there right on Jay's side. Please
also,
do that.
Also, follow us on social media, TikTok, One Ass Cheek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't be scared to follow us.
Follow us.
Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Let's spark some conversation. Let's talk.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Even if it's not about the Lions, because I know a lot of you subscribers are not Lions fans in general, but that's fine.
Yeah.
If you got anything to say, just drop us a line.
Just don't be a troll.
And if you like what they have, please like their comments and find us on there, and they'll chop it up and talk to you about it, or maybe we'll bring you on. You never know what could happen. Also, want to preview our All 32 show on Thursday, 7 p.m. Right, B?
Yep. Eastern Standard Time.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Had a good first show. Got a lot of great content. Went through all the matchups. Talked about spreads and totals and stats.
And injuries.
We talked a little bit about injuries. Yeah, we talked some injuries
too.
Okay. We're gonna probably talk some fantasy. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. Just tune in 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, and then of course we're always on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time with a One Ass Cheek and Three Toes. So that's it for the show, y'all. To the haters out there for the North and the South, hey, you hate us because you ain't us. Have a good night.
Exactly.
See you on the other side.
Adios.
Peace. One pride.
You cannot see what's in front of you. Yeah, promise that you'll get the running to if you knew what's about to come to you. It's about to get real dangerous. 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 Yeah, watch out, pop out, black out, pop out, beat 'em up, knock out. I had to see with it. I had to cover their head and cover their necks at the same time. I had to take out the ref. I make my own.
Remember, Dre's Daiquiri Shop at Cotton Gin, 441 Railroad Street in Maxwell, Texas, 78656. Daiquiris, food, football, and fun. All a part of a game day victory. If you subscribe to One Ass Cheek, Three Toes on YouTube, you'll receive 5% off your total purchase or a free shot. Proof of subscription required.